Luke, huge congratulations. You've got your hands on the World Cup trophy. An unbelievable performance in the final. Just some of how you're feeling for us and how it feels to finally get it.
Yeah, I'm feeling amazing. Obviously, like Luke said and I've said plenty of times, we played with each other. We won as a team, and yeah, we dug deep. Obviously, this afternoon or any afternoon game, whether we're playing with each other or we're playing against each other, it's always the hardest. But Wales played their part, and yeah, as soon as we get into the night sessions, then I think that's when we both played our best in that final, especially that second session. Was just unbelievable from both of us.
Well, yeah, that second session, you're averaging almost 111. Did you know it was that good in the moment?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think we played in that vicinity that we're not capable of. I think we just played that normal standard that we know we can play at. You know, when we play against each other, it was just, you know, getting through that first game yesterday, because it's always really, really tough when you've got that pressure on you. Obviously, last year we lost the first game, and there was so much put on us, and so many people were like, "You two can't play together. You can't win together. You're not a team." All this type of stuff, and you know, it's hard because we are a team. We just didn't. We had one bad game, but you know, we come back and managed to get through that tough game yesterday, and obviously a tough game against Wales as well. But we managed to get through that, and me and Luke ain't shy in saying we hate an afternoon session, don't we? We get out late. We knew to get through that game against Wales, and then in the evening that's when we come alive. We both do, and really, really proud of the way we played against Scotland, and even proud of the way we played against them, because, you know, Michael was really on form there, hitting some massive scores every single throw, put us under pressure all the time. But we didn't relent. We made sure that we kept on it, and you know, a couple of big finishes there, massive scoring from Luke, and put both together. It's, you know, like I said, it's going to be a tough game to beat us.
You touched on it there, Luke. Is it nice after last year, after all the abuse that was thrown at you? Is that nice just to go, there's one for you lot, we are the best two in the world and we can play together and we're here to stay?
I mean, not really. I think, you know, we're here for ourselves. We're here as a team. You know, we're here for to make our families proud. We're here for the team of England, and you know, it's not so much, you know, you don't want to prove anybody wrong. You know, we're here for ourselves. We want to win the tournament and we want to make our families proud. So, you know, it's not so much about trying to prove everyone wrong. It's trying to prove ourselves right. We know how good we are. We know how good we could be as a team. And it was about proving each other right. We knew what we could do. A lot of people did doubt us, but we just wanted to prove to ourselves that we could do what we thought we could do, and we did it. And tonight, we showed a great showing. You know, some great scoring, some great finishing. And, you know, this was a special win for us both. Obviously, Luke really wanted this one. This is another one ticked off. But for me, I've always wanted to win this more than once, and I've done that now, so I'm really, really proud.
And for you, Luke, this afternoon, we saw the reaction when you won the game. That was bigger than we've seen when you've won some singles titles, the way you won it. Why did that mean so much to you in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, obviously going back on what me and Luke both said, it's an afternoon session. Obviously we've got to somehow get up for it. We've got to just try and play
it's
our
tough
part.
For us.
And even after the game, as we both said to each other, if Nick had just that a little bit more experience, then it could have gone. Obviously, in the, I don't know what leg it was. I think he was on 76 or something. He went 48-24. So I was thinking if he gets to 60, he's going to fancy himself a double 12 again. But yeah, like you said, the reaction was, it was just one of them things, just getting over the line, knowing you're coming back not only for the semi-final, but you can have a few hours off and come back stronger, and we came back stronger and picked up the title.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Guys, huge well done. You've captured England's 6th World Cup, extends a record. Could this now offer some inspiration to Thomas Tuchel, Harry Kane and the boys to do the other one over in the US?
Well, to be honest, I don't think they'll be watching us thinking this is the inspiration to be fair. But if it gives them 5%, then happy days. I mean, they got a great chance, obviously. England in the men's World Cup in football, they ain't the favourites. We were the favourites here, and we rightly so, did our job and picked up the trophy. But it would be really, really nice. I think we probably have a lot of messages, people saying, "Oh, we'd love England to do the double." We've done our part. We'd love to see them do their part, but it's going to be tough for them. Obviously, there's so many great nations in it, and it's going to be tough for them. But yeah, we'll be backing them all the way, and hopefully they can go on and do what we did.
And Luke, for you, as Luke said, it's now another one ticked off, just the European Championship in a few months' time. How looking forward are you to that, to have the opportunity to do a clean sweep in just a few years?
Yeah, obviously for myself, I think I've got to look forward to the match. But obviously, all the talks now is am I going to lift every major this year? And obviously, if I keep playing the way I do, then yeah, I've got a brilliant chance. But tonight, it's not only my night; it's both of our nights together, and we celebrate together.
Do you think we'll see you back here next year trying to defend it with Luke?
100%. There's no point winning it and not coming back. I think that the first game against Spain was just nailing the coffin for ourselves. We know we can score, finish, and obviously win together. And yeah, we'll be back next year.
I hope we're back for the next 10 years. I hope we can, like I said, we've said on the stage here, Phil Taylor and Adrian Lewis are two of the greatest ever English players to have played a game, and we'd be blessed and very fortunate to go follow in their footsteps and even match them in winning four. And obviously there's no guarantee that I will be back next year because there's certain things that can happen in darts that maybe I won't be here, but Luke will be, and I hope I am as well. Maybe for the next 5 to 10 years, and hopefully we can pick up more than just one. We pick up loads.
You both won the Triple Crown, World Championship, Match Player in the Premier League individually, but how does those compare to lifting the World Cup, to having to win it for each other and win it for a nation back home?
Yeah, I think it's just obviously the main thing is working together. Obviously before the game against Spain, we obviously talk about what doubles we fancy, and obviously setting up the shots. I think Luke a few times in the tournament, he didn't go for like the 167 or the 164, he'd set it up because we had a bit of time. And yeah, that's why we're so great together. We don't need to go for the checkouts when you fancy your own teammate to go and hit the double. But yeah, we put in some big performances, and not only obviously the 8-7 win against Wales, but yeah, I'm very happy.
Thank you guys, congratulations.
Luke, you already mentioned last year with all stuff that's being said and the critics back then. Was there anything this year in particular that you changed in your approach compared to last year?
Nothing, no. Like I said, last year it was just one of them performances. It wasn't like we were absolutely awful. I think we still averaged 93, 94. But when you're in that cauldron of playing in Germany against the Germans, it's really, really tough. Like anybody can experience it and understand how really hard it is. And we were just human. So nothing against last year. It was just one of them performances. We got behind and it was tough. We kind of thought like maybe slightly negatively thinking it's going to be hard from this. But we drew from what we experienced last year to this year. We were 5-2 down in the break against Wales, but we said to ourselves, it's not happening this year. We're going to work hard and make sure that we push it. And if we lose, so be it. We're going to lose fighting. And we fought really hard. And like I said earlier in another interview, that 170 checker here under pressure is the reason we got this trophy. So the way we fought, that's the most proud I am of us as a team, because the way we fought in that game to allow us to be in that semi-final. And last year maybe it was hard work for us, but we showed that we can fight hard and show our worth when it's really under pressure. We've shown that in singles games. That Premier League final we had was an amazing game, and under the utmost pressure, we're both fighting for that second Premier League title. We worked so hard, and Luke, just nicked it in the end. But we did it as a team this time, and we're really proud of that together.
Because you mentioned it, that 170 checkout, like when we look at that from the outside, we go like, yeah, that's one of those moments that can really create a bond between two players, a special moment. Is it really like that for you two as well?
And I don't think people really realise how hard it is to do a 170 checkout in them circumstances. Like fair play to him, because that is like right on the breadline. If that don't go, it's over, and that's like the difference between winning a trophy or not. So you can take that question.
Yeah, obviously, like Luke said, even hitting a 170 in the first leg or second leg, it's still the same. But under the circumstances, and obviously Nick Kenny's them two treble 20s, the way he had to move over, it was just perfect. But yeah, like Luke said, if it didn't go, then we might not be here now. And yeah, obviously in that game, the next leg, obviously we wanted to try and break the throw and lift the trophy, but we just couldn't find anything. The same goes in my head. Any last leg decided, just got to throw it all in now, and that's what we've done.
And Lucius, finally, we are used to seeing that from you, but what you have produced over the last couple of weeks that has been special. How important is it to convert that form, that momentum into silverware as soon as possible?
Yeah, I mean, my brother texted me earlier, he said this is your 8th final in a row. Obviously with the 4 Premier Leagues, the Premier League final, the Copenhagen final, the World Cup final and the Pro Tour final. It's 8 on the trot, and kind of maybe not should have won, but could have won a lot more than I did. But it was important for me to go on the stage this weekend and win on it, because I said last week, disappointed myself to not win against Michael. But I said to myself, it's up to me now to go and push Luke, make us work hard, and go in and pick a trophy on that big stage. And TV stage, and I did that, and it's great for me as a singular, but this is a team event, and it's not about me, it's about us together, and we're going to have some great games, I'm sure, over the next 6 months. We're going to be battling out in the match play, the Grand Prix, the Europeans and the Worlds, and we're going to have fun with that, because we get on really well off stage, but of course we both want to win everything, and obviously Luke's winning it all, and I'm just hoping I can nick one here and there. But we are pushing the game. We're pushing the standard of the game as high as we can, and it's just up to everyone to try and catch us and stop us from winning. Pretty much everything.
Huge comments, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats, guys. The only thing I'll ask is how are you going to celebrate tonight?
What did you say on stage?
I'm going to give him a baby Guinness. To be honest, he's not got an earlier flight as I have. I think I'm about 6:30 in the morning. I think you're about 11:30. So maybe we'll.
Is that all night then?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like some sleep. I've got my son to get into. I'm sure he's going to be happy to see the
UFC's on, so
Yeah.
I'll be up.
I think I'll be up for my flight for that. But we maybe have one celebratory drink just to say well done.
Yeah, congrats.
Luke, are you worried that you've given him the winning feeling again? Because I know that you said you wanted to win a final again. Are you worried that you've given that feeling again?
Yeah, obviously it's good if he gets that winning feeling, but obviously from my side it's not so good. But it's not like I won it on my own. Luke didn't win it on his own as a team. But yeah, like I said, we're just going to be battling out all year round, and obviously for the years to come. But yeah.
It's good for the sport.
It's getting busy as well.
Good for the sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got two players wanting to win everything. We push each other, and whoever wins.
Brilliant. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, boys.